Hi everyone, Steve here. Thank you again. Welcome to the Audiophiles. Still giving away stuff here. Thank you to all of my subscribers, guys. It's been awesome. I'm so happy to be continuously giving away more great stuff. Now, my friends from unityaudio.ca have been kind enough to donate. These are 3-inch or 3-foot cable speakers, handcrafted in Canada's capital of Ottawa, Ontario. I want to give this away to one of my subscribers today. So David Saunders, if you are watching, congratulations, David. You are the lucky winner of these lovely speaker cables. There you go, David. Thank you so much for subscribing. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that button, subscribe now. I'll be giving away more and more prizes. I obviously want to grow my channel, next to 2,000 subscribers and then beyond that. So thank you guys so much. Now today, I want to talk about some examples of albums that sound better that are not the audiophile version of the albums, where the original or the repress, a non-audiophile LP sounds better than the audiophile LP. So stay tuned and we'll talk about it after this. So here's some examples of some LPs, some vinyl LPs, where either the original or the, a reissue sounds better than an audiophile version. So a while ago, on one of my videos on my channel, I was talking about the Supertramp Paris album. Now, this album was mastered by Bernie Grundman. This album was recorded in 1979, came out in 1980, became a big hit. It sounds fantastic. I mean, it is a really great live album. It's my favorite Supertramp live album that I own. I love the sound of it. It does sound incredible. It was engineered great. I mean, they used Supertramp's mobile recording studio to record this for this concert. So there is an audiophile version of this, and it's right here. I was able to locate one. I really wanted to try to find one. This is an A&M audiophile version, half-speed mastered by an A&M Records using JVC Super Vinyl, which is the same vinyl that Mobile Fidelity uses. Now, comparing the two, oh my gosh, I can't even get over how different the original sounds than the audiophile version. This being a half-pressed version by A&M, it doesn't sound very good. I mean, the bass just isn't there. The mids aren't there. They focus too much, I feel, on just the vocals in this one. You don't hear the rest of the instruments as clearly or as balanced as you do with the original Grundman master as well. If you can see that, I'm showing a little bit of glare here. So this is the original pressing from 1980. This is a Canadian audiophile version by A&M Records called, with a JVS Super Vinyl on it. It's expensive too. I mean, if you were to look on Discogs right now, $120 to $140 it's going for right now. And as you can see, you can't even get one right now. So here's an example. Stick with the original. These are cheap. You're not getting much more out of this one by buying this for 140 bucks. So there's my first example. So my next example, I've got a Mobile Fidelity, the Beatles Help album, half-speed mastered by Stan Ricker. And I have a 1984 pressing, UK pressing of the Beatles Help, again in stereo, so we're comparing apples to apples. And I will tell you, this is a hot stamper, so I got it from the Hot Stamper website. It does not disappoint. It has the bass. The bass just is incredible on this one. It definitely lives up to the hype that these hot stampers advertise. It absolutely blows the half-speed master out of the water. Has way more bass, way more balance. You really hear the vocals clearly on this UK pressing from 1984. Man, I can't even believe the differences as well. I always thought this sounded really well, but I mean, if you compare it, I mean, if you really focus on the bass and you're really focusing on the instruments as well, there is definitely a difference. Again, this isn't the original, of course. It's not a mono version, but this is a UK version. And like in my other videos, if you're into the Beatles, if you're going to look for Beatles pressings, definitely stick with UK pressings, not the North American Capitol pressings. These ones just sound so much better, so much superior. And again, this was a hot stamper as well, and it did live up to its hype. I was a little bit worried, obviously paying the premium for it, but no comparison between the Mobile Fidelity one and this 1984 UK pressing. Incredible. Now last week I found this Nautilus SuperDisc of Air Supply, Lost in Love, SuperDisc by Nautilus. It's a DBX encoded, so it's got the Dolby encoding in it. What a terrible sounding album. I don't have the original. I just picked this up because it was 15 bucks and I'm like, oh, I want to try this. It's still in the shrink. The vinyl has never been played before. And oh my gosh, the treble on this one. It's all treble. There's no bass on it. All you hear is treble. It's almost ear screeching as well. This is an absolutely terrible recording, terrible pressing. It sounds so digitalized as well. And man, I cannot believe how bad this sounds. I have other Nautilus SuperDiscs that sound more CD-like, but I guess with this DBX encoding, it really emphasizes the treble, or they really emphasize in their mastering the treble on this one as well. So yeah, this is probably my worst sounding supposed audiophile pressing that I own in my collection. So don't buy it. If you're into Air Supply, just stick with the original ones. I don't own the original ones, but I almost will guarantee or bet the farm on it. This one is way better. The original ones are way better than this SuperDisc one. So definitely stay away with it. Stay away from this one, or if you can grab this one for free, check it out. But yeah, not impressed at all. I'll probably never listen to this one again. But yeah, so there you go. There's 3 examples, guys, of where you don't need to pay the big bucks for the audiophile pressings. Sometimes the originals or some of the reissues do sound better. So I hope this helps. And until next time, keep spinning that music and turning it up real loud.